How come? What gives? How so? Would you know how to respond to these short but very common questions used by natives in the real world?
I have no idea.
Today, you'll learn how to ask and answer the most common two-word questions like how come, what gives, how so, and 23 more. Welcome back to JForrest English. Of course, I'm Jennifer. Now let's get started. Let's start with how come. One of the most common short questions. This is used to ask why something happened. So you can simply think of how come as why. You can use this short question, for example, when someone cancels plans. Maybe they say, sorry, I can't make it to the movies on Friday. And then you reply, and instead of saying why, you can say, oh no, how come?
How come?
How come? This is like saying, why can't you come to the movies? Or let's say a coworker quits suddenly. So you say to them, you're leaving the company? How come? How come? This is again like asking, why did you quit? Don't worry about taking notes because I summarize everything in a free lesson PDF. You can find the link in the description. Now let's review what gives. What gives? Would you know how to answer this? Well, you'll use this to ask what happened or what's wrong. So for example, let's say something doesn't go as planned and you say to your coworker, the meeting got canceled again? What gives? What gives? What was the problem? So this is like asking, why was the meeting canceled again? What gives? So the coworker would just provide the reason. No one was available.
What gives?
Or let's say your friend or your spouse is acting differently and you say to them, you've been quiet all day. What gives? What gives? Why have you been quiet all day? And then they just provide the reason why. I'm just tired. Or I can say to you, you haven't liked this video yet? What gives? What gives? Why haven't you liked this video? So make sure you like it and leave a nice comment as well so I know you're enjoying it. A very common question is, how so? How so? This is used to ask someone to explain how or why something is true. So let's say someone gives an opinion that you don't understand. So opinion could simply be, the movie was terrible. But you're wondering, well, how was this movie terrible? Instead of saying that, you can simply say, how so? How so? When you ask this question, you're basically saying, explain in more detail why or how that movie was terrible. So the person would explain it. Oh, the plot made no sense. You can also use this when someone makes a statement that sounds surprising or perhaps doubtful. She said the new manager's nicer. Now, you've met the new manager and she doesn't seem very nice. So you might say, how so? How so? How is the new manager nicer? Basically, you're inviting them to give you an example because you want more information. So maybe the person will say, she doesn't mind if we leave early as long as our work is done. You can also use this when you want more details about results or decisions at work, and this is very commonly used this way. So if someone says the new plan's working a lot better, you can say, how so? How so? How is the new plan working better? Again, give me the data or give me an example. So they would provide information. Sales are up by 20%.
How so?
Let's review what for. What for? What for? This is very commonly used to ask the reason or purpose behind something. So it's an alternative to why. So when someone says they're buying something unexpected, you can say, you're getting a new laptop? What for? Why are you getting a new laptop? Maybe their current laptop is quite new. So what for? What for?
What for?
Or when someone asks you for something like, can you send me the new client files? You might reply back and say, what for? What for? Why do you want me to send you the new client files? Or why do you want to see the new client files? What for? Let's review says who. Oh, I love this one. Says who. This is to challenge or question the authority behind a statement. So when someone makes a confident claim, like someone might say to you, you can't park here, you might reply back and say, says who? Says who?
Says who?
Who says I can't park here? Now, maybe in this case, because it's parking, maybe there isn't a specific person like John, but maybe there's a rule. So it could also be when you say says who, you could be asking what is the rule that prevents me from parking here? So the person could reply and say this is a private lot and you need a pass to park here. Or you can use says who when disagreeing with a bold opinion. So if someone says that movie is terrible, you can reply back and say says who? Says who? Now, if this is a personal opinion, the person could simply say, I do. I say it's terrible because I saw it. Or you can say it received terrible reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, the movie review website. Maybe you're familiar with this short question, what's next? What's next? Now, technically, this is a two-word question because we have what is next, but what is a contraction, so it's considered one word. And this is to ask what to do after finishing something. So it's like the short way of asking what is the next task or item, or what should I do now? What's next? So you can use this after completing a task. So you can say, okay, I organized the expenses. What's next? What should I do next?
What's next?
Or during a meeting agenda, you can say, we covered the budget. What's next? What is the next item to discuss? What's next? And the person can say, oh, team updates. That's what's next. Or you can ask, now what? Now what? This is to ask what to do after something unexpected happens. So it's like saying, now what happens? Or now what should we do? So if a plan falls apart, which means it doesn't go the way you wanted it to, maybe you say, the event's canceled. Now what? Now what should we do? And this is somewhat unexpected. Now maybe the person just says, let's just wait and see. Wait and see what to do next.
Now what?
Or if you're finishing a project earlier than expected, which is always a great thing, maybe you say, we finished 2 weeks early. Now what? Now what should we do? Now what happens? Now what? You may be familiar with you good? You good? This is used to check if someone's okay or if someone needs help. This is the short way of saying, are you good? Or are you okay? So notice here, you just drop the verb to be, are, and you simply say, you good? You okay? It's also the same as asking, is everything good? Is everything okay? So let's say a friend trips or drops something. You can say, whoa, you good? You good? Are you good? Are you okay?
You good? Everything good?
And then you can say, yeah, I'm fine. Or if someone looks upset or quiet, you can say casually, hey, you good? You good? And then they can reply back and say, all good, thanks. So instead of you good, you can actually use all good. So to that same situation, you can ask your friend or coworker, hey, all good? All good? And they can reply back and say, yep, all good. Or when checking in after a tough moment. So maybe your boss got upset with you in a meeting. And after the meeting, the friend could say, or coworker would say, you good? You good? Or all good? And they say, yeah, I just need a break. What if I ask you, we good? We good? This is to check if everything is okay between people. And because it uses we, it means me and other people. You, or more than one person. So it's a short way of saying, are we good? Are we okay? So after a small argument, maybe you say to your friend, coworker, spouse, brother, hey, we good? We good? And then they can say, yeah, all good, or yeah, we're good, we're good. Or after giving negative feedback to a colleague, maybe you say, I know that came off strong, but we good? We good? Are we good? And they can say, no worries, we're good. We're good. So again, to respond, you would use the full form, we are good. We're good.
We good? We good.
How about this one? You serious? You serious? This is to show surprise or disbelief. So it's a short way of asking, are you serious? So again, just drop the verb to be, you serious? So if a friend says something shocking like, I'm moving to another country next month, you can say, you serious? You serious? Are you serious? And they can reply back and say, dead serious. Or when someone makes an unbelievable claim, like I just met Taylor Swift in the elevator, and you can say, you serious? And they can reply back and say, totally serious.
Serious?
I'm serious.
Now, instead of you serious, you can also use for real. For real. You can use those for the examples I already shared, or this one if you're reacting to unexpected news at work. For example, they canceled the whole project. You serious? For real? And the person could confirm it and say, afraid so, which means yes, it's true. You can ask someone, you sure? You sure? This is to ask for confirmation. And again, it's the short form of are you sure? Just dropping that verb to be. So when someone insists on paying for lunch and you want to confirm that they truly are comfortable paying for your lunch, you can say, you sure? You sure? And then they can say, yeah, don't worry, I got it, which means I will pay for lunch.
You sure? I'm sure.
Or when a coworker says they'll handle a difficult task, you can say, you sure? It's like asking, you sure you don't need help? Which you could expand on and add to this. You sure you don't need help? Or you can simply say, you sure? And your coworker can reply back with one word, positive. I'm positive I don't need help. Or you can use this when confirming travel details or any important dates. Maybe your friend says, the flight's at 7, and you reply back and say, you sure? Are you sure the flight's at 7? And they can say 100%, which means they're 100% sure, positive the flight's at 7. You can ask your friend, you in? You in? This is to invite someone to join a plan or activity. It's the short form of are you in? Are you in? And an alternative way would be, do you want to come or do you want to join us? So the in represents that they are agreeing to the plan. So if you're planning something with friends and your friend says to you, we're seeing a movie on Friday, you in? You in? It's the friend's way of inviting you to the movie. You in? And then you can accept it and say, definitely I'm in, which means yes, I want to see a movie. Or when planning something with coworkers, someone can say, we're going for lunch today. You in? Do you want to join us? But maybe you say, oh, I can't today. Next time though.
You in?
You can also say, you coming? You coming? This is to check if someone is joining or going somewhere too. So it's not necessarily an invitation, but it could be used as an invitation, or the person is already invited and you just want to know if they are joining at this time.
You coming?
And this is the short form of are you coming? So again, you coming? So when leaving to do something, you can say to your coworker, we're getting coffee, you coming? Now maybe they already knew you were getting coffee at this time, so they can just reply back and say definitely. Or when leaving work for a team event, you coming to happy hour? But then they say, I can't. Let's review who cares. You probably know this one. Who cares? This is to say something isn't important or worth worrying about. So when brushing off a rude comment, if you brush it off, it means you ignore it. So your coworker says, they didn't like my idea, and you want to make that person feel better. So you say, who cares? It was a good one. So you're saying, ignore that. I liked your idea.
Who cares? Who cares?
Or if you're downplaying bad news, so you're making it seem less severe than it is, you're downplaying it. You tell your friend, I didn't get an interview for the promotion. Now your friend wants to make you feel better, so they can say, who cares? You don't even like your company. So they're trying to make you feel better. Now, instead of who cares, you can also use so what? So what? This is to dismiss something as unimportant. So when someone points out a minor issue like you made a typo, you can say, so what? It happens. It's not a big deal.
So what?
Or when refusing to overreact if your friend gets mad at you and says, you were 5 minutes late. You can say, so what? We still started on time. It's only 5 minutes, so what? Now, who cares focuses more on the opinions and judgments of others. So what focuses more on the fact, event, or situation. Let's review got it, got it. This is an important one, is to check if someone understands. It's like asking, do you understand? So when explaining directions, you can say, turn left at the gas station, then turn right. Got it? Got it? But in statement form to reply, they can say got it, but not as a question, as a statement.
Got it?
Got it.
Or during a team meeting, maybe you give an instruction. We'll send the report on Tuesday. Got it? Got it? Do you understand? So because it's asking if the person understands, they can reply back and say understood, which is like saying I understand, but it's in the past form, understood. You can ask someone, you ready? This is to ask if someone is prepared or ready to begin or start something. It's like asking, are you ready to start? Or it could be, are you ready to leave? So before starting a presentation, you can ask, you ready? You ready? And they can say, yep, I'm ready.
You ready?
Ready.
Or before leaving the house, it's very common. You ready? You ready to leave? And you can say, give me a sec, which means you're not ready yet. Instead of you ready, you can ask all set, all set. This is extremely common. It's to ask if someone is ready or prepared. So again, before leaving the house, you can ask all set. It's the exact same as you ready to go, you ready to leave. And they can say almost, I'm almost ready.
All set?
Or before starting a meeting, all set. This is like asking, is everyone ready to start? So everyone can say, yep, all set, we're ready. You can ask, you done? You done? This is to ask if someone has finished something. So it's like asking, are you done? Are you finished? Or have you completed? Have you finished something? So when someone's been working on something for a while, you can ask, you done? You done the report? And they can reply back, almost. Or when waiting for a turn at the printer and you've been waiting and you want to ask, you done? You done with the printer? And they say, no, I have another document to scan.
You done?
Yeah.
Here's a great short question. Any luck? Any luck? This is to ask if someone succeeded at something. So it's like asking, did you successfully resolve the issue? Were you successful? Any luck? So when someone's been trying to fix a problem, any luck with your computer? Or just any luck? Not yet. Or after sending job applications, any luck? Yeah, I've already heard back from 2 companies, so you've had success.
Any luck?
You probably know this one. What's wrong? What's wrong? So this is to ask when someone looks upset or something seems off. So off means not normal or not right. So it's the short form, of course, of what is wrong. It simply uses the contraction, what's wrong. So when a friend looks down, looks upset, hey, what's wrong? Nothing, I'm just tired. Or when a child seems frustrated with homework, honey, what's wrong? I can't figure this problem out.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Now I explained that simple one because you may want to ask the person instead, you mad? So this is to ask if someone is upset. And again, we're just dropping that verb to be, are you mad? You can use any emotion. Are you mad? Are you upset? Are you angry? But you can just drop are. You mad? You frustrated? you angry, you hungry, whatever it might be. But with you mad, of course, you would use this after a disagreement. You mad? A little, yeah, I'm a little mad. Or when teasing someone lightly, you mad I beat you at darts again? This is something I said to my husband the other day, and he said, of course not.
You mad?
Or you can ask, what's that? What's that? This is to ask what something is when you didn't hear or see it clearly. And this is just the contracted form of what is that. So when you hear a strange noise, you can ask, what's that? And then the person might say, it's just my phone.
What's up? What's up?
Or when someone mumbles something, which means they didn't say it clearly. Instead of saying, what did you say? You could also say, what's that? What's that? And they say, oh, I said I'll be late. You can ask someone, where to? Where to? This is to ask where someone wants to go. So it's like asking, where are you going? Where do you want to go? So when giving a friend a ride, you could ask your friend, where to? Where do you want to go? Where to? And they can say, oh, can you drop me at the coffee shop?
Where to?
Or when meeting up with someone spontaneously, which means you don't have concrete plans, you might say, well, where to? Where should we go? Where to? And they say, oh, let's check out that new pizza place. And the most common for last is, of course, what's up? So a casual greeting. When you see a friend or coworker, you can say, hey, what's up? And they can say, not too much. That's the standard reply, not too much. And in this context, asking what's up is like asking, how are you? Hey, what's up? Not too much.
Hey, what's up?
This is commonly used when someone messages you. So I might receive a text that just says, what's up? But I would probably reply back and say, just got back from work. So in this context, it could mean, what are you doing? Or if someone looks distracted, you might say, you look deep in thought. What's up? And they can say, oh, just thinking about this deadline. So in this case, when you ask what's up, it could mean, is everything okay? Or what's happening in your life right now? So what's up is absolutely used as a casual greeting to how are you, but it's used in other ways as well. Now you know the most common short questions that natives commonly use. Do you want me to keep helping you with lessons? If you do, put yes, 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 yes in the comments below. And of course, make sure you like this lesson, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified every time I post a new lesson. And you can get this free speaking guide where I share 6 tips on how to speak English fluently and confidently. You can click here to download it or look for the link in the description. And here's another lesson I know you'll love. Watch it now.